Curit worsens security risk than Ipob and Igboho, Shehu Sanni. Shehu Sanni represented Kaduna Central in the 8th National Assembly and was chairman of the Committee on Local and Foreign Debts and vice chairman Committee on Foreign Relations. In this interview, he said Northeast Nigeria would be a safe haven if the government spent a fraction of the time expended on fighting self-determination agitations on bandits. He also discussed other international issues. The High Court in Kaduna has quashed the charges brought against Sheikh Ibrahim El-Zakzaky, leader of the Islamic movement in Nigeria, by the state government and ordered his immediate release alongside his wife. How do you see that after 6 years of incarceration? And he replies, I must commend the Kaduna State Judiciary, particularly Justice Gideon Kurada, for dispensing justice after the unjust persecution, arrest, and about 6 years detention of Sheikh El-Zakzaky and his wife after the killing of his children and demolition of his home. It is a welcome development and a triumph for the rule of law. What? What is your take on security situation in the country and Kaduna State in particular, where kidnappings have become the order of the day? Kaduna is a state under siege. Armed bandits have taken over most parts of the state. They are impoverishing our people by forcing them to sell their homes, lands, and other properties in order to pay ransom to get their loved ones freed. They have destroyed our agricultural system in the sense that farmers can no longer go to their farms. Our educational system has been disrupted because of the activities of these bandits. They have become more daring and audacious that in some places they go about collecting taxes. They have become a state within a state. That is the sad situation we found ourselves in. Some time ago, you named some people as the kingpins of most of the kidnappings in Kaduna State and environs. Has any action been initiated against those individuals you accused to be sponsors of banditry and kidnappings? Kidnapping has become a lucrative business in the northwest part of Nigeria, whereby they have become an authority unto themselves in our own state, Kaduna. Hardly a day goes by without reported cases of kidnapping. In fact, the ones that are reported are when the numbers are much, not when they are 3 or 4. The sad thing is that the kingpins of those involved in these kidnapping businesses are known. If the security agencies don't go after them, we won't get an end to kidnappings in the northeast. These kidnappers do not have a central command and control. They control various territories and they sometimes trade their hostages between themselves. Well, when they kidnap a victim and the ransom is not paid on time, they trade the victim to another kidnapper who will increase the ransom to be paid. The government should be serious in terms of apprehending these gang leaders, because until they are apprehended, we will not get to the bottom of these matters and the kidnapping business is not going to stop. Governor Nasir El-Rufai has ruled out negotiations, a departure from his 2014 posture when he said that President Goodluck Jonathan should do everything and anything to get the Chibok girls released. What do you say? He initiated the process of negotiation, but that did not produce any result. I must tell you that negotiation is going to be difficult because there's no centralized command of people you can talk to. The kidnappers are not like Boko Haram or Islamic State of West Africa province that has a leader you can talk to. These kidnappers and bandits exist in clusters, and the tendency of them violating whatever agreement you reach with them is very high. True. So Governor El-Rufai has negotiated before, and it has become a serious stigma in the sense that even the states that are negotiating have themselves not been able to end banditry and terrorism in their place. It is not just negotiation that we should be talking about. I think there should also be political will to make sure these bandits and terrorist activities are curtailed and contained. Yes, because they arrest them. When you negotiate, your power is literally taken away. Don't you understand that? Like, I'm so confused. I'm like, someone has violated you. They've done something wrong. Instead of you to assert your power in terms of telling them and making them understand that what they've done is wrong and that you're going to deal with them and get back at them, you negotiate with them. So then what does that do? Of course they'd have the liver to violate you the next time. And of course, you undermine and you trivialize the actual severity and impact that they must have caused by their action. So then you lose all power by trying to negotiate with somebody you're meant to be stern with. Excuse me. It's like, what? You literally have the upper hand here and you're choosing not to use it. Why? As much as 100 million naira was reportedly raised by the parents of the Bethel Baptist College students, in addition to foodstuff and motorbikes, these items were delivered to a location and given to kidnappers as ransom. How come that the security agencies were not able to track the items? Well, this is a clear testimony of the paralysis of the security apparatus of the country, especially as it relates to the Northwest. Kidnapping of students has become a lucrative business, and payment of ransom has made the business to boom until there is an effective strategy to combat these terrorists. Payments of ransom will continue to fuel the business of ransom in Nigeria. If we want to end kidnappings, the government must go after the ringleaders. As it is now, the kidnappers are having a field day. They kidnap who they want at their convenience and also release them at their convenience. That is the situation we found ourselves in. Sheikh Abubakar Gumi has visited and interacted with some of these bandits and in their bases in the forest of Adamawa State, and the pictures we see on social media shows he is escorted by security personnel on such visits, yet the government gives us the impression the bandits are unknown. How do we reconcile that? Let me read it again. Sheikh Abubakar Gumi has visited and interacted with some of these bandits in their bases in the forest of Adamawa State, and pictures we see on social media shows he's escorted by security personnel on such visits, yet the government chooses or gives us the impression that the bandits are unknown. How do we reconcile that fact? Sheikh Gumi is a private citizen, and from my interactions with him, it is clear that all suggestions and ideas he offered to government on how to end insurgency has not actually been used. It seems he has been frustrated out of it. That is not the answer. See, now this is where we lose you. This is where we're like, of course, because how do we actually reconcile the fact? And you say that they're unknown, because if anything, you should side with Sheikh Gumi. Lack of logic, lack of creativity, innovation. I can literally think of ways on how you can literally work your way around this to make sure that you get these bandits. And I'm not even part of any investigation unit, or it's my days. So sad, so embarrassing. Ipob leader Nnamdi Kanu is on trial over his Biafra agitation. We all know that already, but this is what it is. People, I think, don't forget to like and subscribe.